When I say Wemby, what comes to your mind?
Dude, the greatest prospect we have ever seen.
Yes.
Ever.
Thank you.
What he is doing.
People are so stupid.
Yes. Ridiculous. He's 7'5". He's arguably one of the most skilled 18-year-olds ever.
He's 18.
7'4", French player with an 8-foot wingspan.
Come on, you're fucking joking. He can stand there and touch the rim.
It's little sweaty pants. Hey, listen. Oh yeah. Don't listen. It is people. I hate. Okay, because we're gonna clip this. This is gonna go on social media. People,
Thanks for telling us how to do our jobs.
It was not there because I know what they do. I know Jeremiah. They're great at their job. Look, people. We're not saying this from like a recency bias. There's examples in history of this. When I said that LeBron James would probably go number 2 in this exact same draft,
absolutely.
Let me explain to you history. Where did Michael Jordan go? Michael Jordan went 3. Why? There were 2 bigs taken in front of him. You had Sam Bowie and you had Akeem Olajuwon. Understandably, the NBA will always go with size. That's just the way it is. We're talking about Michael Jordan hit the game-winning shot as a national champion freshman, like all the hype from at that time. Fast forward, where did Luka Doncic go? He went 3rd behind DeAndre Ayton and Marvin Bagley. Teams always go with size. LeBron James at 6'7", who is the most hyped, partly because he lived here. If Wembanyama had been going to Oak Hill and was from Georgia, we would be freaking out over him. It's because he's from France. So when I tell you this, Kevin Durant went the 6'11" 2 guard. Kevin Durant went number 2 to the big man. Do not sit up here. And again, if he was drafted by the Cavs, that's a caveat. Maybe Cleveland would have been like, we're going to go with the hometown boy. I get it. But if we're talking about rating, there has never been a prospect with this type of skill set that we have ever seen in the history of the game of basketball.
Allie, think about how unguardable Kevin Durant is, and then give him 5 inches. Stop. How do you guard him? Who do you resurrect Yao Ming to guard Yao Ming and Kevin Durant had a French baby?
Rudy Gobert was looking up at him. Rudy Gobert was looking up at him. Rudy Gobert is huge, yo. Rudy Gobert is one of the biggest.
He's going to transform basketball.
Got to stay healthy.
How do you guard him?
You can't.
He stays healthy. So 2 things I look at. Number 1, his shoulders. So where Chet has small shoulders and a long back.
He's like skinny Giannis. He looks like he could be Giannis.
A skinny Giannis. In his motor skills, he was doing dunks, and my wife was like, is that a real rim? This big motherfucker was throwing it through his legs like a windmill and catching and booming this shit. Allie, he was doing windmills. Like he was on a Nerf hoop. To be that big, usually they run like this. Did you see him guarding? He's blocking people, shooting step backs because his feet are most at times.
Allie, we're not done raving. Allie, we're not done raving. We're not done raving. There's another thing.
I wasn't going to stop you.
Okay, Allie, we're not done raving.
Defensively, I think he's better than he is offensively, which is disgusting. Look what Evan Mobley does look what Evan Mobley does for a team.
I love Mobley.
At 6'11", you love him. Think about, you took Mobley, and then you had a little sprinkle of Kevin Durant, right? Then you had some skills, and then you go, here you go. You're 6 more inches.
Yo, this is, look.
8 feet, Allie is so...
He's 7'4".
My thing was when he had that clip of him when he got beat at the free throw line and the guy was already almost at the rim and the dude just turned and just like blocked him. but he was still like at the freaking free throw line. Like,
well, the part that people don't understand is we are not saying that he is better or going to be Kevin Durant. I'm not saying that he's going to be better than Michael Jordan. I'm not saying he's going to be better than Kobe or LeBron. What I am saying is he has a combination of physical gifts and physical talents that, let's be honest, a lot of time you're drafted on your potential. There has never been a player that we've ever seen in the history of the game of basketball with that type of potential. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the all-time leading scorer, has hit 1 3-point shot. This kid went 7 for 11 from 3. He went 7 for 11 from 3, but understand this also. When you're talking about LeBron James developed into a very good shooter. He did not come into as a very good shooter. Another thing, and I'm going to give a personal example. I remember sitting at a table with T-Mac, with AI, with Vince, and listening to them talk about LeBron, right? Like, yo, the kid's talented, but like, is he going to play point guard? AI was like, better not come out here and try and guard me. Like, cracking jokes. Listen to the way that NBA players talk about that guy. Giannis said, he's how I envision all basketball players to be in the year 2044. That's what Giannis said. The Greek freak, the guy that we're like, he's a freak of nature, is looking at him like that's the advanced version of basketball. LeBron is calling him an alien. They're like, no more unicorn shit. That's an alien. When you hear players talk about him, like, bro, anybody that wants to argue that he's not the greatest prospect that we've ever seen, they don't
watch him some more. Watch him some more. Also, you don't think, and the NBA doesn't want to hear it, but teams are about to go full no limit soldier, tanking the shit. I said this on NBA TV, and Brendan Haywood said, hey, make them say, because they're going to be tank king. Grandma's going to be out there. You might as well bring the G League boys up now. People are going to have broken toes.
Who do you think he's going to go to if you look at the teams right now?
No, it doesn't matter. There's going to be teams that like make this, and they will lose. Because even to be, because it's like
they're going to lose.
There's like a certain percentage, and then you go to the next tier. To be in those tiers, they'll do. Don't forget, Tim Duncan, the Spurs had like a 2% chance to get Tim Duncan, and they got him, right? Like, do whatever you got to do to increase your percentage, and rightfully so. Like, you should tank as much as you would like to tank.